I'd like to welcome each and every individual to Voices of Integrity podcast with Mark Boersma for Dummies. So you all have watched this video on Mark Boersma for Dummies, but I'm guessing that you haven't broken it down into where there's 21 specific points in this 2.5 minute video that are good for people to know. Would that be fair to say? And so
Sure.
Elaine wants to grow at a 9 or 10 level. This is the year of growing. So Elaine wants to grow at a 9 or 10 level. Nora wants to grow at a 10 level. Anita, did you say a 10 or 9?
A 10 is what I said.
And gotcha. Copy that. And then Elaine wants me to be involved in that growth at an 8 or 9 level. Nora wants me to be involved in that at a 6 level. And Anita wants me to be involved in that at a 5 level. So, let's just take, I don't know, let's just take one. The first thing you may truly know is that you really don't know what you thought you knew. And that's just sums it up in my experience. So, greetings, Jim Bontrager here, author of best-selling book Mark Boersma for Dummies, a tremendous resource. You'll you'll see the subtitle. The first thing you may truly know is that you really don't know what you thought you knew, and that's just sums it up in my experience. So, so Elaine, what is it that you love working with me? Or being a friend or anything, whatever. What do you love most?
I don't know if it's most, but I guess the honesty, the integrity, the ability to be able to bring something to the table, not feel like a fool. Yeah, just things like that.
Do you have any idea, Elaine, on how unusual you are?
Probably not.
So, most everybody doesn't like being around me because they say I make them feel stupid. If somebody says that to me, I say, I am so sorry about that. But the truth is, actually, you can't make anybody feel stupid. All you can do is reveal it. Just saying. Like, I'm just saying. Um, so, yeah, it's abnormal. It's very abnormal. Any ideas what your secrets are?
Um, no, just always know that there's, some percentage of it that's on you yourself. So, um, I guess that's some of it. Be aware of yourself.
It's fascinating to me because almost nobody in my life ever goes ahead and internalizes that, Elaine. I mean, you're like the internalization queen, I think. And so I think that title's been bestowed upon you. Um, so that comes from a story of when I was 8 years old. And I don't remember exactly what happened, but my guess is my grandfather probably, and I didn't know him that well. I probably only saw him 5 times in my life. And so it wasn't like this close relationship. He lived next door. We didn't have internet, didn't talk to him on the phone. Like saw him literally, saw and talked to him 5 times in my life. And, and, and he said to me, he said, I'm guessing that he corrected me and I got defensive. That's my guess. Having now been through 8-year-old grandsons, they do not like me. But I didn't cry like a baby. Like my gracious. Anyways, so my guess is I got defensive, said something that and he just laughed and he chuckled. He says, Mark, when somebody says something to you, there's some amount of truth. It could be 1% to 99%. It's not up to the other person to go ahead and identify what it is. it's up to you to identify what percentage of truth it is, and then deal with it. Like, what are you going to do with it? He told me that once as an 8-year-old boy, not twice, once. And then he died on me when I was 9. What's he doing dying on me? He gives me one piece of advice. That's the only thing he gives me. And he dies on me. When I turned 40, the loss that I felt of him in my life is just massive. Just massive. It was crazy. Anyways, and what's one thing you do not like working with me, Elaine, or being a friend or whatever?
I don't think there's anything I don't like.
So that's just fascinating to me. Like, that's just fascinating. Nora, what do you like most in working with me or being a friend of mine?
I would say probably like you like challenge the way, probably like the thinking. So it's like you you just challenge. I feel like you challenge most everything, which is good because it does something different to your brain to where it could be this or it could be this. So you bring that out.
Yeah, Nora and I have only known each other for 7 months, and so that'll get old after a while. Like, Dale Williams used to be my best friend. Knew him for, I don't know, 20 years probably. Um, well, maybe not, maybe 15 years. Anyways, he was a pastor that took over my dad's church, and he's like shaking his head. He's like, Mark, you just you're just hard. It's like, okay, why is that? He's like you're the devil's advocate. Like, you're always seeing the opposite, saying the opposite. Like, if everybody wants to go in one direction, you're like, well, what about this direction? If everybody goes in that direction, you're like, what about this direction? Man, did that create some emotional trauma for him, because he was an amiable analytic. And amiable analytics, man, they do not like that. Holy cow. I mean, they may marry it, but they don't like it for sure. They just don't. So this started out with Mark, do you have any suggestions for growth? And, those things create growth. They just do. Nora, what's one thing you dislike immensely about working with me or being a friend of mine?
I had something come in my mind, and I feel like it's like like there's a bullet coming. You're
Right?
like walking right into yours. So, um,
If
I
anybody's
would say
wondering,
at times,
okay,
at times, and I do this too, so I'm not exempt from this. You might get locked on something.
might get locked on something. Now, just to be clear, I want to make sure we're
Yeah, you
clear.
get locked on stuff.
Just want to make sure we're clear here, okay? Very, very clear here. Um, I want to make sure nobody's misunderstanding. If any of you are thinking that Nora's drunk, it's not drunk. She's not drunk, okay? She's not drinking. And, I'm pretty sure she hasn't drank in the last, I don't know, week. Would that be fair? Alcohol, not saying water. Would that be pretty fair to say that you haven't drank in the last week, Nora?
No, that would not be fair.
Okay, that would not be fair to say. And so it sounds like she's drunk, but it's not that. Okay, it's not that she drank. It's not
Why does
that,
it sound like I'm drunk?
because you're like, like,
Nope, I'm
you're,
definitely not drunk.
no, no,
Definitely
you're
not
not
drunk.
right. And through the garbling, it's technology and stuff. Okay. So it's technology that's causing this, is not her not being drunk. What she said is she's always feeling there's a bullet coming. Like most people
No,
don't have, sorry, go ahead.
not
No,
always.
not always, but frequently, often when you least expect it. Maybe on a podcast where it's like, huh, interesting. And so I just wanted to be very clear. I don't want anybody to think that Nora gets drunk like all the time. Or, I mean, it's not going to be more, and it's not, well, it's not drunk drinking. It's not more than every other weekend. And so, anyways, it's like, so that's what you don't like. So you'd prefer that not to happen then?
No, I'm saying the getting locked. Like you
You think I get locked
getting locked at times.
at times. Interesting. So
Yeah.
is that good or bad?
It sometimes good, sometimes bad.
But when I do it, sometimes, is it good or bad?
Sometimes good, sometimes bad.
What
My
percentage
that's
do
my
you think?
opinion of it.
Right, right. So what percentage do you think is good and what percentage do you think is bad?
Mm, maybe 80-20. 80 good, 20 bad.
And so the 20 bad, um, would you be able to identify that 20?
Yeah,
And would you do that?
I mean I could.
I mean, that would be good. Wouldn't it be good? An opportunity for me to grow?
Yeah,
Yeah. So you would do that for me.
sure.
Okay. Does anybody know what the future is going to hold on this?
Sorry, what was that?
Does anyone know what the future is going to hold on this? Like Nora's going to come up with her 20% that where I'm locked, that's bad, and she's going to come up with that. Does anybody know what's going to happen in the future?
No, what?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to let it happen. So if you when you for growing, often people people don't learn the lessons they should learn, and they learn lessons they shouldn't. It's just human nature. It's human nature. And so um, I would say, I'm a driver analytic. And so I would say that the amiable, expressive, and analytic tend not to go ahead and learn the lessons they should. So they think they're growing and changing, but they're really not. They're really doing the same thing over and over again. It seems like to me. Anita, what do you like most about me? Working with me or being a friend or whatever?
Um, the the amount of stuff that you take time to teach us a bunch of new stuff.
Okay. And what do you like least about working with me or, being a friend? Are you and I friends or not?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. I'll just say working
I
with
don't
me.
know.
So
Um, one of the thing that I like the least is the lack of the lack of personal space.
Yeah, right.
Um, yeah.
Yeah, I get that. So if I'm hearing you right, you'd like me to give you more personal space.
Um, well, so there's a different perspective on it. Like, I feel like I always need to be accountable to you guys for like everything that I do, and I don't like that.
Right,
Like,
10,080 minutes in a week.
yeah, like
Right.
s- I
You
mean,
like you have to go ahead and turn in
I
every
like to have
minute.
my personal I like to
Right,
have my personal life and my work life separate.
right, right. Because they're not interconnected.
No, they shouldn't be.
No, they shouldn't. Absolutely shouldn't. Oh, why shouldn't why shouldn't they be?
Um, I
I
have to
mean, you
think about
sounded
that one
really
for a while, for a
yeah,
little
you
bit.
sounded really confident. Like it's a I mean, it is wrong. It's morally wrong to have them interconnected. It sounded like that to me.
No, that's not what I was saying.
Okay. Do you
It's
know?
just it's just better for um mental health and relationships with your family and your friends if it's not interconnected.
Right. I agree with that. Huh. Interesting. Most interesting. Well, might pick that back up, swing back around to that. Does anybody else have anything else? So next time we go ahead, the next podcast, we'll swing back through. Don't forget this one. Don't forget this one here. You know, when I first met Mark, I, like many of you, are trying to figure this guy out. And so I just thought I'd put together a guide here to help you better understand. I'd like to share with you some of the collective wisdom that I found in my relationship with him. So Jim and I knew each other when he did this video. We knew each and I probably about probably about the same time that I've known Nora, I think. So about the same amount of time that I've known Nora, that's how much time Jim knew me. Um, and what's really cool to me is number three is help save you a bunch of time here. So as we get into each of these, they all build. How can a 2.5 minute video have so much significance? Like it's like a gift from heaven, a gift from God. So hopefully this has been helpful to you. When you watch it, you're going to watch it and you're going to probably go, oh, that's nice or interesting or weird or that's fascinating. I've never seen anything quite like that before. Um, but it's going to, if you want to grow, these 21 podcasts, these 21 podcasts are going to help you grow like you can't even believe. Probably help you grow so much you don't even want to grow anymore. It's way too much for you. So hopefully, it looks like Rosanna has joined us. And so, Rosanna, we're going through the 21 things on Mark Boersma for Dummies. What's the number one thing? You and I have worked together for 41 years, all kinds of experiences. And so, what's the number one thing you love most about working with me or being my friend or my wife or like whatever?
You are consistent and a hard worker.
I see. Copy that. And what's one of the things you just absolutely hate about working with me or being a friend or whatever?
Um, I don't know, that you're good at everything you do. I can't compete.
This is
I don't know.
this is what's fascinating to me, because I think I'm terrible at everything I do. So my wife has a very different perspective than I do. Like I think I think I'm naturally bad at everything. I don't think there's anything I can think of that I've ever been naturally gifted at. It's like I'm average to below average, and really, so it's her perspective and my perspective are very, very different of me, which is interesting. I have a feeling we'll bring that topic back up. So hopefully this has been helpful to you, for sure. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.